my name is Brightstar, and welcome to Rebuilding Brightstar. Today, what are we rebuilding today? What do you think we are rebuilding today? Today, I am rebuilding my relationship with asking for help. Now, let me explain. I have heard, sorry, you're gonna see this outfit in another video, but the reason I've done that is that the time this happened, I was in another outfit and then I go home and then I changed and then I was exhausted, so I didn't do the video. So I decided to do this video the day I'll be sitting in the office. So now today I'm gonna attach the outfit I had. Anyway, let's get back to it. When I was younger, I used to be so good with asking for help. I was a dreamer. I had this big dream of making it in the country. And so because I was somewhere in the village, I knew the only way was to ask for help. So I would call every number I called. Every number. I would get contacts from the newspapers. I would just do whatever it takes and I would call. And no amount of no's made me feel bad. Okay. Reason why I'm starting with a story is that you will understand why. So the more help I asked, the more I got rejected. But also out of those rejections, that is how I was able to get my high school scholarship. That is how I was able to get my campus scholarship. That is how I was literally able to live with a lot of families because I was always asking for help. When I was younger, the world hadn't put me in that situation where you're like, after rejection, so what's next? No. It was just ask for help. But now that I'm older and I have a whole business, I have employees, I have people who are depending on me, it's very difficult for me to ask for help. Very, very difficult. Extremely difficult. And I realized it's not that it's difficult for me. It was never difficult. I mean, as a child, I could ask anyone, any random person. I would just call random politicians. And then some of them would laugh at me. I was literally asking for help for anyone I could until I get a yes. And I think that was a secret to success that I tended to forget. And I've forgotten there. But then, right now, I am not in a position to ask for help. Even when I need as little as 10,000 Kenyan shillings, that's like $100, I have to just suffer and wait for a random client to come. I cannot ask for help. I'm trying not to. So what exactly happened there? What happened? So this is what happened. I tried to run a business and I went through a lot of challenges. And I would have money sometimes and sometimes I will have money. So I was constantly asking for help. And then people took advantage of it. Most of them would always offer me marriage. Oh God, I've been through a lot. God, your daughter needs to go viral. Your daughter needs to be famous. God, your daughter needs to make a lot of money because she's been through a lot. Anyway, enough of jokes. So, in the process, I was constantly asking for help. So a lot of people would always offer me marriage. They would ask why you working hard as a girl. I experienced a lot, and now I had also one friend who gave me some help when I was on my lowest, a year plus ago. And she told her whole family, and I found myself in a lot of issues. I've had, I don't know, my experiences with being helped as an adult weren't as great as when I was a child. Because when I was a child, all I needed was education. But now that I'm an adult, all I need is to run a business. And there are many rejections and many no's, yes. But I think it ended up finally taking a toll on me. And now that is where I need to rebuild my confidence. I need to rebuild my relationship with asking for help. I didn't know how bad that was until today I had a meeting. And the meeting was with, he's called Waiganjo. So Waiganjo, he's called John Waiganjo. He is Mama Rose's son. And for those who don't know Mama Rose's son, Mama Rose is the lady who literally loved me as a own child. I lived with her for years. So she was my mom, my foster mom. And when I was having the conversation with Mr. Waiganjo, he kept asking me, how would I help you for your business? I mean, I've been going through challenges here and there in business. So he was asking me how he could literally help me. And do you know what? I could not state how he could help me. He was like, what is your plan? You have to have numbers. Do you have calculations? What would you want me to get into and help you? Tell me why I say nothing. Like, I couldn't say anything. I had no numbers. Like, I was so blank. So blank. And he kept telling me, you have to talk. Do you have money? Like, he was just asking me, like, do I need a little bit of help with my business? Tell me why I couldn't talk. And that is when I knew things are bad for me, because he had to end up saying, you know what, I think I need to do this and this. My meeting with Mr. John is not it was not my idea. It was the therapist's idea. So when I shared with the therapist was like, I think you need to talk to someone who is close in the family, and you need to share the things you've been going through and stuff, so that we can help you rebuild. And I was like, no, don't talk to him. And he was like, can I please talk to him on your behalf? Okay, can I meet him with you? We can sit down, the three of us, and see how best we can. Like, he was just trying to tell me I will need a little bit of help navigating the business and rebuilding my life, because I was in a very bad space mentally when I met him. So anyway, and that is how I reached out to him. So I reached out to him because the therapist suggested I reach out to him. But the thing is, I was never going to reach out to him. And so that is what I need to rebuild today. After my meeting with him, I was like, where did that Brightstar go? That child was so happy and so quick to ask for help. Where did she go to? Why did I become so afraid? And honestly, I cried for that younger Brightstar. I wish I could be her. Honestly, I need to be her right now. For me to build a dream business, for me to go far, I need to rebuild my relationship with asking for help. And since Mama Rose passed away, oops, sorry. I don't know whether I heard someone knocking, and that scared me. But what I was saying is, since Mama Rose got sick, she was like the person who was literally there for me. I got a few help here and there. Oh, I've had bad experiences. I had one of my mentees. I loaned him money, and getting that back money, that was hard. I've had people who have helped with money. So I think I've literally just gone through a lot of emotional turmoil where help is concerned. I help people, and then I go through bad stuff. People help me, then I'm going through stuff, so I'm not able to, it's just hard. So I need to rebuild that. I need to like be okay with being helped again. So that is what I'm literally rebuilding today. What are you rebuilding today? I need to be okay with calling people and asking them to help me. Like, hey, can you please buy my products? Hey, can you please support me with this? Hey, can you please refer to me? And for the next 1 month, that is going to be my challenge. Every day, I am going to try and call at least 10 people and ask them to support my business. Every day, I am going to ask people to give me support until I am really rebuilt and I'm very successful. I need to be okay with asking for help. I need to share with people. And I think no wonder I feel I was not cut for business. No wonder I always wanted to be a musician so that I can be a very big star. It's because I never wanted to ask for help. But I know I am in a position where I need to ask for help and just rebuild my life. And yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I don't want to cry. God, I mean, why have I been crying in this channel as if I'm a baby? I am not a baby. I am a whole grown up. A whole grown up. Anyway, so yeah. So I need to rebuild my relationship with her. I don't know where to say, but I'll start with just calling 10 people every day. 5 to 10 people every day. Just tell them about what I do, and if they would want to support me, that is hard for me. Maybe look for contracts, look for stuff that will keep the business going. And also get help with producing music. I really need to produce one song. I need help with, oh God. I hope I can pull this through. And if you're there and you find it so hard to ask for business or for work, I totally do understand you. That is why I'm here in an empty room speaking. I have to do content, do videos, because people will find me. Because if I don't do that, then I will never find them. Oh God, that's a very interesting life. I understand I come from a lot of privilege. Privilege where I got a lot of help. I mean, living with 8 families is no joke. My grandparents and 7 families. That's a lot of help. I was always getting help, and I understand I come from privilege with her. And I need to be a little bit grateful. I I need to stop being ungrateful. Like, what do you mean, Brightstar? What do you mean? Like, you always used to ask for help and get it. So what changed? I need to rebuild it because I have favor. Let me tell you something that I forgot when I was going through a lot of challenges. I have favor. I have favor. I am this person who, as long as I've put my mind in something, it's gonna work. I'm gonna get someone to tell me yes. I don't know if because I'm pretty. I think my prettiness plays a big role, but I don't know whether when I was young I was pretty. I used to have a bald head, but I always have a way of turning people, and it's like I've forgotten that's a superpower that I have and a super gift that I need to use just to turn my business around and build the dream life for the people that I love. So I'm gonna start speaking and I'm gonna start sharing. So if I reach out to you and I'm like, hey, do you have a brand deal for me? Please respond. This girl has been through a lot of rejection since she was young. Please don't reject me. Yeah, give me that business. Anyway, if I reach out to you, I'm like, hey, do you have this and this? I think, please respond to me. I think I'm gonna do a lot of reaching out. I need to like reach out, honestly. I need to like reach out and just, I need to like bring a community around me. I've been doing things solo by myself the last 2 years, and honestly, it hasn't worked. I don't know what ways work, but I know the way of doing things by yourself doesn't work, and the way of not sharing when you need help doesn't work. So I am rebuilding that and my confidence too, because that needs a lot of confidence for you to just reach out to a random person and just ask for her. I think it needs a lot of help, so I'm gonna do that. As you just said, I'm gonna do that. Rebuilding my relationship with him. And you know, even after I shared with my brother, no, Ganja is like my brother because, you know, I was, his mom was my mom. So when I shared with him, I left that place feeling a little bit lighter. I felt so hopeful. I felt motivated to do things. And I was like, this is what has been missing in my life for the last few years when I went isolating mode. And I figured this is what has been missing. That is why mental health ended up so bad. It's because I've not been speaking to anyone at all. I've not been speaking to anyone at all. So sharing with him, I mean, it didn't have to have like money and stuff like that. But sharing with him made my life so lighter. And him even offering to be there as I rebuild my life. It was so great. It was just like I'm just going through stuff because I never asked. And if you're there and you want to rebuild, I want to tell you it's okay for you to ask for help. We all need help one point to another. I think also the fact that I use one hand, I think it was one of the things that used to depress me when I was younger because I did not want to keep on asking people to help me. And now that I'm older, I still have to like depend on people to button my shirts and stuff like that. And sometimes I end up crying when I'm alone. I'm like, God, why did you choose me to? I try as much as possible to be grateful. I'm always grateful because I know with how my story has been, very few people would have pulled through, and I pulled through. So God was there, and He was kind, and He is always sending His angel to kill me. But I always wonder how life would be if I didn't have to ask for help. So I think because of this, I also ended up not wanting to ask for help a lot, and also being independent. But hey, we are healing in this channel, we just need to like rebuild the things that broke us, and one of those things that broke me was asking for help. And the many no's, I've experienced a lot of no's. Oh my goodness. A lot of no's and a lot of marriage offers and a lot of relationship offers. Now that I'm older, that time I was about 19, 20. So now 19, 20, 21, that's when I used to like really want to like look for business investors. I wanted people like to just help me, And now that I'm older, 24, I'm like, no, I don't think those people would have married me. They just wanted a shortcut to just get into my parents. So I'm grateful I did not give in to that. I'm grateful. I mean, at some point I used to ask myself, how far would I be if I just said yes to those relationships? Honestly, it reaches a point in life where you're just like, maybe I'm suffering because I said no to those rich people. But now I'm also looking at them like, maybe they would have just misused me and they wouldn't have helped me. So I just need to like keep asking for help until I get the help that I need. Until I get to the top. Yeah, then after that I went home. I went to Mom Rose's house and yeah. When I was at Mom Rose's house, something just hit me. And it was like, Brightstar, you always had mom. Her home, whenever you go to her home, you always welcomed as a child. She might be sick, but why did you feel you didn't have a home? So I think that's also part of rebuilding and just realizing I still have a home in mom's house. And when I go to her home, the workers there, they treat me as the way they used to treat me. I think I am just realizing how blessed I am. Just for the longest time, I kept feeling I don't have a place to go. And I think that really messed up with my mental health a lot. It just did mess my mental health. It just did mess my mental health. Oh God, it did. But then now that I am now rebuilding my work, like my world, and just I'm like, no, I just felt people had helped me so much, but did they feel like that? No. So oh God, this my thoughts are everywhere. So anyway, so I think I will just rebuild my relationship with asking for help. I just need to know it's okay. Because we all need help, one point or the other. We all do. But when your whole life is like you've been helped by people, you kind of struggle with that. So I just need to go to that carefree Brightstar who calls anyone in any time until they get what they want. Hope I can build that Brightstar back. I need to rebuild her. Because that Brightstar, if I became that Brightstar for even a month or even a year, oh, you guys, you gotta see my big cars and my big businesses here. Because that Brightstar was a go-getter. But then after a lot of challenges, we lost that Brightstar. And that is why now we have this page. We are rebuilding that Brightstar, and I'm willing to like share the journey of rebuilding Brightstar. So yeah, how is your relationships with asking for help? Are you okay with asking for help? If not, I hope you can rebuild with me. Oh, and I'm a little bit sad because I was supposed to start my master's. I had gone to one of the schools. I needed to start my master's. So I went last year and I was supposed to start this week. But then I've been going through so much, so I might actually miss that. And I don't know how to feel about that. But anyway, we are rebuilding Brightstar. So maybe I will start masters in another place. I don't even know whether I needed the masters or I just needed a distraction, honestly. But I really wanted to do masters in business. Yeah. I feel like I really wanted to do that, honestly. And I have been seeing a lot of fashion shows happening in the world. And I'm seeing some of my favorite artists there. And I'm looking at that and I'm like, I don't know. Should I keep on building a fashion business that takes my mental health and keeps breaking me every time? Or should I just quit and become a luxury brand ambassador and be a singer and use my voice like talking and stuff like that? Then I'd be a brand ambassador. I mean, I've been thinking about that a lot. So, but anyway, we are rebuilding, asking for help, and that is one of the areas I really need help in. Like, what area do I follow? Do I focus on business? Honestly, I don't think I was cut to focus on business. If I pull through it, fine. If I don't, I feel like I was meant to be more of a person using my voice. I will literally want to be a speaker and a singer and be on world stages and have hairstylists doing my hair, have luxury brands doing my clothes, have perfumes. Like, I would want to be like the brand. I would not want to. I don't know whether it's because business has really frustrated me, but I feel like I was called to just use my voice. You know how eloquent I am, how talented I am, my writing, my singing, my public speaking, my poetry. I hope I can achieve that. But even if I don't, and I get stuck for life with my fashion business, I hope it succeeds. But I don't know. I hope, I don't know. I pray that God gives me the direction that He wants. But I've always wondered how it will be if I didn't have a business, but I was a business myself. Yeah, that is how people think when they go through a lot of challenges in business. So yeah, what are you rebuilding today? Are you rebuilding your relationship with asking for help? Call one person or two or your family members. Just say hi or your friends. And just know that a lot of people will say no, and that's okay. That's not the end of the world. That shows you that you're doing something. But you need to be okay with asking for help. And even when you listen to this interviews of billionaires and very successful people, most of them were rejected a lot. They send a lot of emails, they send a lot of calls. I mean, they made a lot of calls, they send a lot of messages, like 1,000, and you only get like two people who change your life. So you need to know like rejection is redirection, and it's also part of the story. So you need to be okay. I think that is what I need to heal. I need to heal all the rejections I've been through and just know it's okay. I mean, it's cool. I mean, what do you mean? It's fine. Like, literally, like, really, it's okay. You got rejected, but you can always start again. I hope I'll have the courage to do that. I hope I will have the courage to do that. I don't know if building my brand was a good thing, because I feel when I was not known, it was easy to ask for help. But when you get known, over 500,000 people follow you. If you reach out to someone asking for a loan or for help or for them to buy your products, you can actually have that same person screenshotting and sharing with a lot of people. So I think, I don't know whether fame gives you the ego or what, but I would really want to go back to just being not worrying so much about how people will take it if I ask for help. I have one of the business people I was looking up in my country. I was looking up to him. He's young, he's like 28. And he's been going through it with business. He lost his, businesses. He had, I think, some debts with clients. I mean, the story is a little bit, there are all those things in social media. He's quite famous. And then now I saw he was being auctioned. And honestly, every time I see news trending about him, my heart breaks so much. And not because, I looked up to him and he was young and he was such a dreamer. But I'm looking up to him and I'm looking at that, I'm like, could that be me if I don't ask for help? I hope not. I hope no one embarrasses me because I have their finances, or I hope I don't go down that route. But I've been so worried in the last few days. I'm like, will I pull through with the business and the team? Will I? And I think I need to like literally rebuild my belief again and just know that I will pull through. I've pulled through for the last few years. But seeing someone you looked up go down and no one is helping him, yet he is famous, I'm like, isn't there anyone who can loan him money to get him out of the problems he is in? So I think that has made me think deeply, because I always wanted fame. And yes, fame is a good thing, but you can be known and then you go down. And I would really hate that. So I think I am wondering, has he asked for help? Has he given up? I don't know. I hope he'll be fine. I hope honestly he'll be fine. And that makes me, I think I have this thing when I see, if, like, let's say I have the debt and then someone else who has a debt trends, it disturbs me a lot, because I'm like, is that my road? Am I going to fail? I don't know why, if I see someone who has a car, I don't feel like, is that my next thing? Will I get a car? So I need to like really rebuild that part and just be okay with asking for help when I'm overwhelmed. Also, I feel like I lost a lot of time with my depression. But depression and anxiety and all that. I hope I can rebuild that in a short time. I honestly hope I can. But even if I don't, at least this channel will always be there to remember Brightstar. I don't want to cry today. Oh, God. And I just wanted to say, this video wouldn't be complete if I don't appreciate the few people who've helped me. If I have ever reached out to you and you helped me, thank you. Like, thank you. I struggle so much. For me to reach out to anyone, it's because I've reached the end. I don't reach out. So I need to rebuild that and ask for help. And just be okay with things not being okay and uncertainties. And get down to work. And I hope one day it all pays. And I hope you can also learn from me. Like, Even the ones who look successful, look at how smartly dressed I am. I am so smartly dressed, but I am here telling you all the things I'm struggling with. So I hope you can learn. Even the smartly dressed, sometimes you go through stuff, and you're doing fine. You're doing fine. So ask for help today. Tell people about your products. Tell people about your business. Tell people about what you do. Apply for those jobs. Ask, network. Just make sure you speak and do not let the rejections break you. Rejections will always be there, and there are always many. But after the rejections comes the celebration. Okay? Don't be like me. Don't take like 3 years recovering from one loss just because you're scared of asking for help. Please ask for help. Please. Please. Bye.